Well, Fumi and I are here enjoying the scenery, and where's Mick? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing here. There he is. So did you find some slugs back? You find some leeches?
What's that?
Did you find a leech back there or something? We're not going to talk anymore about what he was doing. Just to say that we're winding up this particular hike, and Mick has taken some excellent footage. And what's really cool is that he's going to produce this into a video. And oh, I know. So you're a great videographer.
Well, it all depends on the light, really. So,
you know, that is like the classic phrase. Say that again.
It is well, it's the classic phrase for a Sanyo Exacti user.
Yeah, I know. Yes, you're all right. But in general, don't you think light is the most tricky? As a video maker, light and content. Content is important, but if you have good content and poor light, it's not worth it.
Oh, for sure, definitely. Well, so many times, you think, oh, this is great, and then it turns out that it just ends up being really dark.
Yep. And sometimes you can have the opposite. You can have a boring scene that proper lighting can bring light magic to.
Yeah, well, it may not look all that special when you're actually taking the video, but then you get it up on a computer screen and it actually turns out a lot better than what you thought it was when you were taking.
Isn't that one of the funnest things about editing?
Yeah.
You know, when you get it up there. So tell me, can I ask you?
Making video.
Can I ask you about your process? What is your process of making videos? Obviously, you shoot and you edit and you upload, but
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Really?
Well, yeah, just really try and take as much video as you can, and try and keep your hands steady.
That's a challenge.
And just keep an eye on the light. Sometimes it's better to like check a few different angles to, see what the see how the light is shining on stuff.
Whoa,
like that that thing before. There's the signpost for for this road. Yeah. For the early 19th century when this road was
scoping it out. Yeah.
When I got front on.
Yep.
Front on it, and I zoomed in. And you couldn't read any of the Japanese writing, and then I just turned a little bit to the side, a couple of steps to the side, and you could see it perfectly. It all lit up. But then again, that's just what it's like with the Sanyo Exacti. You get used to that sort of thing. It's a really handy, easy camera to use, but it's not good in low light situations. And today it's been quite a cloudy day, and we're right in these mountain valleys and stuff with the river beside us, and so you can see yours actually looks it looks lighter on your video right now than what it actually is.
Yeah, it does. Say? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We've just come to an open area as we're going over this bridge here as well.
The sky looks washed out, far more so than there's blue up above. What do you see for me?
It's Kurt's car.
Yeah, we're there. We're almost there.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
I've got several people that have contacted me. I'll go ahead and name a couple. There's Anthony, B-Dog, and there's Jimera, and there's a couple other people that are starting out in vlogging. Okay. And have you got any tips for the new vlogger?
Just keep at it. At first it can be really hard. Like for about the first year of when I was first YouTubing, I'd get sort of 30, 50, maybe 80 views on a video if I was lucky. But just keep at it. Just make good videos and stick to it, and communicate with other video makers as well, and watch their videos, comment, thumb. And people appreciate that. Now, if you do that often,
let's go ahead and get inside. We'll talk inside.
You make a name for yourself. And,
go ahead. We'll get inside. We'll continue talking inside.
Oh, okay.
Just let it go. Yeah, we'll continue talking while we wait for Mick to get in. I'll make a funny face.
Yeah. The more you the more you support other people, the more people support you. Now, and I mean that's what really builds the community. That's the community sense of it. I'm subscribed to people who don't even make videos, but I really appreciate them supporting our channel, and And so yeah, I subscribe to them and friend them and rah.
Oops, I'll show you my dirty. Yeah, not gonna work.
You need like the
you know what?
little holder.
I need to
thing, don't
unplug
you?
this thing and then it'll work. Just
Okay.
fine.
Do you want me to hold it?
I think it's
I
okay.
can hold it.
I think it's okay. You want to hold it? Sure, you're welcome to. Whatever works.
It seems to be working now.
Okay, you know, that's a good point. You know, and one of the great things about
YouTube
is that you can
community.
is that community that you just referred to. And I have to say, Fumi, are you okay back there?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Okay, sorry for the low light, guys. It is getting low light. But one of the things is you are one of the most active members in terms of you seem to be, you know, helping and supporting almost everybody. If I go over, like there's a new channel that starts, and I go over and I have a look, and I look at a video, and there's the first comment is often you. I go, what?
I spend way too much time on the computer.
Yes.
As you know, because you know because we live in Australia, our time frame's a little bit different, and sometimes you know it can be because of the time that somebody's posting a video, and everybody else is sleeping while I'm active on YouTube. It could be a bit of that, and I just don't watch TV at home. You know,
neither do I.
I'm just sick of commercial TV and you know any kind of even non-commercial TV. There's just so much crap on TV that I'd rather watch people's YouTube videos. They're just, especially when you get to know people. You know, there's that aspect as well, which makes watching their videos a little more interesting. Getting to know those people. But yeah, you know, I watch a non-commercial news while I eat dinner, and then apart from that, if I'm not out and about making videos or surfing or fishing or diving or whatever, I'm watching video on YouTube. I love it.
Let me ask you, Fumi, how do you feel about this whole YouTube thing? Well, let me before you
I'm
end.
not really part of it.
She's
In my night.
she's part of it by default. So
It seems to be
basically.
often the case. It seems often that many of the YouTubers are male, and many of the spouses are kind of, they're there, but they're not really a part of it too much.
Our videos really started up just from our you know our holiday videos. You know, making videos has become a big hobby for me that I love. You know, that I love to do, and so all our videos are pretty much travel orientated, and a lot of the vlog things are to comment on stuff or whatever, or let people know what's going on in our lives.
Now I've seen
whatever,
Fumi in the last year. You seem to be showing up more.
I think I get used to it.
She's a lot more used to it now than what she was.
See, that's basically the same with my wife and daughter. At first they were not interested, probably because they were shy.
Yeah.
They didn't want to be on camera, but now they're more comfortable with it, and it's fun to include them. But I have to learn, as a vlogger, I have to learn to respect the boundaries within my family, and
Yeah.
I have kind of an agreement with both my wife and daughter that they basically just tell me when I'm going too far.
Yeah.
Papa, too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Fumiko used to overdose on it. She would just have enough, and even if I wasn't filming her, she used to get sick of me filming. But
Yeah.
I think she's become used to it, and yeah.
Well, you know, I think,
Luckily.
yeah, it's kind of a part of it's interesting how for us it's an important. Well, part of the problem is that, and this is something I've been having a trouble with myself lately, is that I feel like too much of my life is inside the computer screen, and I'm trying to pull back a little bit, and that's part of the reason why I've gotten off of Facebook, and I've pulled off a lot of stuff to try and just keep it at a minimum. Do you ever feel like, Mick, that your life is, a lot of it is in the computer?
not really,
No,
because
you're active.
Well, I'm very. I'm careful. I'm careful about what I film in the videos. We have that boundary as well. That I want to have that boundary, like a. Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
I only go so far into how much we reveal
Right.
about our personal life.
That's
Really, our videos are about where we're visiting and what we're eating for lunch or something. It's not really.
you're right.
It's not really that personal, really.
One of the things I really like about your videos is that they all have a rather upbeat, positive atmosphere. It's a lot of fun. You guys seem, whether it's the two of you together riding bicycles through Kamakura, or looking at sharks swimming along the river, or whether
Driving.
or whether it's Mick alone sitting in front of the camera, talking about life in general. It's all very
I'm always
fun.
pretty drunk when I do that.
I love those videos.
I'm never really comfortable sitting in front of the camera talking, like we are now. I get really self-conscious.
I think one of
very careful about how I talk. I'm always like I always trying to think ahead and stuff.
Well, one of my favorites of all time. This goes back. I think you just had the Zacti, your first Zacti, and I don't know how you're doing this. I didn't even have a Zacti then, and you were filming a vlog, and you had somehow managed to balance the Zacti precariously on I don't know how you did it, and then at the end the Zacti fell over. Do you remember that?
Oh, was that the porn in Japan video?
Yes, it was the porn in Japan video. I laughed so hard at the end because you went through the whole video.
That just turned out like that was a classic moment. Even if I do say so.
Do you know the porn in Japan video for me?
I was talking about that time in Akihabara when we went up to. I needed to go to the toilet, and I went up to like the 7th floor of this place, and everywhere, we thought we were just in an electrical shop, and each level was like you'd have all your computer games here, you'd have your video cameras and cameras here, you'd have your TVs, whatever here. There was all these levels for certain things, but unbeknown to us, the 7th level just happened to be a porn level, and
like manga and videos and everything.
And the male toilets were up on that level as well, and
right. You had to go.
I'd gone up there, and I didn't know what the level was. I'd gone straight to the toilet, come out. Whoa! Kurt's just getting a huge rock off the road.
Well, all these oldsters, their eyes are bad.
Yeah.
They're gonna hit these rocks, and they're gonna go over the side or flat tire.
Good deed for the day. Well, that's about your third good deed for the day. Good deed for the day. You got good karma today. I've come out and I've realised it's the porn level, and I've hopped into the elevator, and there's like a bunch of
you had a bunch of
Japanese
bags, right?
girls. Yeah, I had two big shopping bags. And I hop in the elevator, I turn around, there's these Japanese girls about 20 years old behind me, and they're just laughing more and more, and I'm just going, what?
Two big shopping bags.
It's okay.
That's a big rock. Hold on, I'm going to get that one real quick.
I'll just keep on telling the story. So anyway, these Japanese girls are there, and I've realised that they think that it wasn't there before.
Yeah, that's a deal.
They think that I've got 2 bags of porn or something, and I've hopped out of the elevator, and I felt like turning around and saying, it's not porn!
You've been shopping downstairs for omiyage, right?
I was telling that story, but at the same time, I'd sort of told that story because it was a friend of mine who lives in Tasmania. He's a guy by the name of Accent. I was just responding to something he'd said to me, and I was telling my story, and at the end I was saying, oh yeah, and go and check out Accent's videos. He's got some really cool videos of Japan. They're really, and just as I said really, I'd adjusted my chair because I was leaning forward to like turn off the. I was just doing a one take video.
It was, yeah.
Leaning forward to like turn off the camera, and just as I leant forward, I accidentally kicked the camera tripod with my foot. And that's how the camera was. The camera was on a tripod.
It was on a tripod.
It wasn't balanced or anything. It was on a tripod. And I'd hit the tripod with my foot. And just as I said, oh yeah, and accents videos are really...
And you said,
I kicked the thing and I go, oh shit! The camera falls over. And I pick it up and I go, oh, it's still working. And I go...
You said that the videos are shit.
Yeah, okay, I'll see you. And I sort of turned it up. And then I put a, what do you call it, annotation on there saying, oh, I don't mean, as I watched the video later, it sounds like I'm saying this video is shit.
It was exactly the way it sounded that way.
Turned out to be shit. Funny. So I
laughed so hard.
Yeah, I couldn't have planned it. I could have never planned it.
That was to me, that's the quintessential perfect video because, okay, perfect in so many ways. Perfect because it had a really interesting story to tell that was topical to Japan, and you shared something about Japanese culture at the same time.
And it's got about 8,000 views or something because it's got porn in there.
That's the other thing. The title,
tags.
But the title
I felt like putting the word porn in every video after that.
Well, or breasts. Right.
Yeah.
But see, the thing that was the perfect was the title was perfect, and it wasn't a misleading title. You didn't have.
It was actually about porn in Japan.
It really was, and
I got a couple of dislikes for that video. People have gone there, they're expecting to see some gaijin walking through a shop videoing all the porn titles or something.
But you can't make everybody happy. It's like, isn't it amazing sometimes? Like,
well, you see that I can't film that. Especially now that our channel's a partner channel. I'd get kicked off the partnership or something.
If you did what?
If I did that a few times,
Oh right.
It goes against the what do you call it? The
policies,
contracts that we've signed.
How do you like being a partner?
Loving it.
Yeah, you like it. I don't have any. It seems like a good program to me.
As soon as I became a partner, we started getting heaps more views. Because if you are a partner, your videos are more likely to come up in the top of searches.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
We have a lot more featured. We went from having about 7 videos featured to about 14.
How can you figure that out? I've
doubled
never been
in a few days.
I've never been able to figure out how many videos. I can go into the insight thing and you can see that one graph and it shows there's a certain percentage are featured. But how can you tell which videos are being featured at any one time?
Just search your name.
Oh really?
Just
so type in
MicknFumi
or
in
something
the search engine, and all down the right hand side shows the featured videos.
I had no idea. All these years and I never knew how to do that.
And the funny thing is, it doesn't seem to show them all either, because I've uploaded a video and then it's had one of our videos which apparently it's featured, but it doesn't show up on the search thing. So yeah, I don't know. You can't exactly tell, but it gives you a little bit of an idea.
I see.
Yeah.
But no, so far you've been pleased with the program and it all seems to be working well, and
well, like I said, I make videos for people to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go to the effort of making a video, especially a video that you're really happy with.
Mm-hmm.
We've got videos which I think some of our best videos have only got like 150 views or something.
Isn't that funny?
They're like my favourite videos, and then there's videos which one of our most watched videos is what's it? Cool Japanese toys, and it's nothing. I don't think it's anything special at all, but I can understand people finding an interest in that.
Oh, was he the monkey?
But
monkey ran across the road.
Was a cat.
Was it a cat? Maybe it was a cat.
I'm not sure.
It ran like a cat. Probably was.
Anyway, the video is nothing special, and that gets some of the most views out of all our videos. It's a funny thing.
I love
it's
these.
A funny thing.
Aren't these old incandescent bulbs nice? Look at the I'm gonna stop and see if I can show this to everybody. I'm gonna come up here one night and make a video just about these incandescent bulbs in the countryside. Isn't that pretty? I've got a thing for incandescent bulbs. Okay.
Have you?
Yes,
There's a shop in Akihabara which has got heaps of those. The whole shop is those old lights.
Really?
And all different colours as well. Like party lights.
I love those things. But I know what you mean about the videos. My number one video is leech versus Japanese earthworm, and it's like the one video that, like, you know, it's like, okay, I like the leeches and I like the earthworms, but the people that watch it are expecting some colossal battle between, you know, like Goliath, you know, alien versus predator
or something.
Yeah, and I get like alien versus predator or something like that, and it's like the one video. If I had to pick a video to remove that did not represent my channel, that would probably be the one.
Yep.
But it's by far the most popular, but I have other ones that I really, really like that almost nobody ever watches.
I know a certain guy as well he's got like a few hundred views. He's only got 3 videos, and 2 of his videos have got a few hundred views. And then this other one, which has like cosplay in the tags and anime and stuff. It's got like thousands of views. You know, there are certain tags which get heaps of views. Like if you really wanted to get heaps of views, you could put things in the tags like porn and anime and cosplay and hentai and things which are going to get heaps of views. But it just depends what you want. Because, I mean, as soon as you do that, you're going to have all these related videos on the right-hand side as well. So I'd rather keep it. I'm not that desperate for views that I'll sort of like trick people into.
See, that's for me as well. That's always been the case. I've never really given much thought to views. Well, I've never really worried about it. I figured I'll just put something, whatever interests me, and put it up, and put the title on it, put the tags that are related to it, and if somebody watches it, good. And if nobody watches it, that's okay too.
You've got a really good following because you make. Look, that's beautiful.
Isn't that nice? Let's see if I can stop.
Awesome. I got a video on it as well.
Okay, look at this. Let's see. There we go. This is a valley that.
It's nice in that light.
Yeah, it really is. This is one of the things great about exploring out in the mountain roads. There's very few cars. This whole valley is covered in tea. The Valley of Tea. And MicknFumi might have to pee. I just had to say that because it rhymed.
It's not showing up on my camera.
That's not showing.
Do you want to film it, darling?
It's not showing up? Too dark?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Turn your light off. Turn this light off.
Yeah. Turn that off. Go for it.
How does that turn off?
Oh, this button right there.
Okay. Maybe now it'll...
How's that?
Yeah, it's showing up a little better. Hopefully it'll show up on the computer.
Now, have you ever thought about buying like one of those top-end cameras just to have for just because?
I wish I had the money.
Yeah, that's always the challenge, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we've got a couple of cameras. We've got a camera which we paid about $900 for. The same time I bought the old Exacti, the original Exacti that I had. We've got the Sony. What is it again? It's some Sony camera. And that was pretty good at the time, but now it's not a high HD camera. That was sort of like 3 years ago. If you wanted a HD camera 3 years ago, you're paying top dollar, like a few.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Or something.
See, that's one of the reasons I don't have any trouble with buying, a third generation or second generation camera, because, it's a couple of years ago it would have been a top-notch camera, and I can never keep up with the technology anyway. And
if it's just for YouTube as well, you never get true HD on YouTube, do you? Really? It does make a difference.
Well, Hana Fubuki, she seems to get some. Did you look at? She gets those.
They're awesome.
How does she do that?
I think perfect light. Her
work is
they're
a league.
really.
It's a
really
league of its own, isn't it?
It's fully planned. Yeah, they're very unique videos.
And she uses good technology and probably good rendering and
they're very artistic. And well, she makes like one video a month or something, doesn't she? So,
yeah.
So I think you know, she really plans it for the perfect light and everything.
See, when I see something in the playlist, you know, when I see her name pull up, that's when I want to stop. I want to get popcorn and a cup of tea ready because I know that it's going to be something really special and I want to be ready for it.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, they're good videos.
Yeah. Amazing. Oh, so what was the first person you subscribed to on YouTube? Who was the first? Not what.
I had a YouTube. I became a member of YouTube years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago, or whenever it first started.
There's our house.
And that was for some reason, I can't remember why. And then I didn't really watch YouTube much for a couple of years. And then I wanted to watch some Japan videos about some places, get some information about places when we were planning a holiday.
Yeah.
And I discovered Tokyo Kuni's videos.
You went surfing with him, didn't you? Or hiking? He came
Tokyo
to visit you,
Kuni?
didn't he?
No, I've never met him.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, okay. I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
I thought I saw a video with one of the Japan vloggers in Australia. I'm sorry. Wasn't it? Anyway,
No.
so you saw him.
Like a lot of people, Tokyo Kuni.
Tolokyo, that's who it was.
Tolokyo.
That's
yeah.
who it was. He came.
I don't know if he goes back that far. I think his videos might be a couple of years old or something, whereas Tokyo Kuni was sort of like one of the original guys. You know, after him there was a whole heap of Tokyo.
Bright lights, dude.
Tokyo this, Tokyo that.
Well, he's kind of a celebrity here. I mean, he shows up on TV. I see him on TV.
Well, yeah, exactly. But TKYO Sam, his videos were a lot of fun. Eco Simon, his videos were very informative.
Yes.
And Busan Kevin.
Yep.
And then just heaps of people, you know, following that. The more people you sort of learn about, the I don't know, it just spirals from there, and I was subscribing probably 5-10 people on each thing.
Do you subscribe?
Also, surfing videos. I'm subscribed to people who have got nothing to do with Japan.
I was just going to ask you, do you subscribe to any of the front page YouTubers like Fred or Sexy Phil
God,
or
no.
anybody?
God, no. Most of those videos are total shit, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that Fred guy.
You have to be a teenager to really digest that, I think.
Do you know he was in a movie?
I know, they made a movie for him. It's
Couldn't
amazing.
believe that. No, none of those guys. A lot
How
of
about
those
Sexy
guys,
Phil?
total assholes.
Yeah.
Total assholes. No, I like real people. People who don't try and put on some sort of persona for the camera. People who are just themselves.
Yeah, that's a good point. Some of them are like actors. Some people do become like actors.
Yeah.
Over time. Although that can happen kind of accidentally as well. Like, I'll give you an example.
Oh, it's one thing to sort of like try and be upbeat. I mean, you don't want to be like, hello, how are you? This is a video
Right.
of, some monotone thing. I mean, it's one thing to sort of like, speak in a way. It's to like try and make the video a little more interesting, but it's another thing to be, I don't know, you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
So I'm just, in regard to those guys who are, but good on them. Jeez, I mean, if you can make a living out of doing something you love, or even if it does become like a job, it's a pretty good job. It'd have to be 9 to 5, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I
Some of those
enjoy it.
guys don't even have to try anymore.
It's certainly not a-
They just go, "Hi, how you going? This is me walking into a shop.
Yeah.
How I am." They could be the stupidest thing, but they've got like 500,000 subscribers or something.
You're right. You're right. It certainly hasn't become a job for me, but it certainly helps. You know, and it's a lot of fun.
You
But-
speak really well in front of the camera, I think.
Thanks. Well, I was going
And
to say,
there are some guys who are really talented as well. There's some,
like Chi Ranger. I mean, that guy, he's professional level.
yeah. Well,
you know.
I made a video about, please support him.
Yeah.
A number of people. Yeah, he's got the perfect travel person's
Attitude,
voice.
persona,
Yeah.
carriage on camera, the whole 9 yards.
for sure,
He
sure.
really does deserve to have a travel channel spot.
Yeah. But there are some guys who are comedians who are really creative. Ray William Johnston. He takes videos which are already on the on YouTube, which have gone viral. And go, oh, this video has gone, has been on YouTube for like 6 months or something. It's now hit 1 million hits or something like that. And it'll be like ducks blowing, a mother duck and a few baby ducks walking along in a really strong wind, and the wind is blowing the
babies
baby
away.
ducks away or something like that, or somebody having an accident, or and then just making a joke about it, doing a bit of commentary about it, and he's really funny, the way he presents things. He's a really good presenter. And he's one of I think he's the third global
Really?
or something.
There's
yeah.
a lot of folks like that basically retell the news, right? Or retell current events.
Yeah,
That's what
just
Sex
do a
Appeal does.
commentary about it. Yeah, there's a couple of guys like that I watch. But
Do you, with your channel, do you have like a handful of regulars that you always see, that always show up to watch your videos and leave comments and who you've gotten to know?
Yeah, there's about 25 guys who are absolutely awesome, who regularly fun and regularly comment, and yeah, I appreciate them heaps.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, they make it all worthwhile, making the videos.
That's one of the
It's
things.
nice to have people who appreciate you
It does.
doing it.
One of the things that I really enjoy most about doing this is that the community of people are, by and large, a very positive, fun, intelligent, and interesting group of people. And I mean, I almost never see flame wars. I've never seen flame wars on your channel.
No,
in the comments.
As soon as that's if I get a dickhead on our channel, I straight away block him. Block them, and they're not allowed to, that unless they start up a new account or something, and start doing it again, which I'll just block them again. It takes me 2 seconds to block them. So yeah, I'm just not popular enough to attract the trolls.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
Trolls.
Yeah.
That's trolls.
And our channel's really quite new on the scene, although we've been around for coming on to 2 years now.
Well,
We've only been over 500 subscribers in the last 6 months, and now because we're partners, things are growing in leaps and bounds.
Well, I've never given much credence to the number of subscribers. Okay,
Quality over quantity.
Well, yeah, I look at for example, in the Softy
In
Papa
viewers.
channel, I look at the inside thing, and you can see where your hits are coming from, and the subscriber base. And I really appreciate all the people who do subscribe, but they're like 3%. Like 3% of the views come from them. The rest come from completely different places altogether. So you can have a wide-reaching channel with a small subscriber base. So just because I would take issue, you mentioned that your channel's not a big channel, but I think just about everybody in the J-vlogging community knows who you are, and
Really?
yeah, I think so. And you are one of the key figures in this whole community. I think everybody knows and would be delighted at the chance if they said, "Oh, hey, let's go down to this bar in Kobe. MicknFumi is going to be there." And everybody says, "Oh, really?" So I think that says a lot about your channel and the quality of the work that you do.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Just my 2 cents.
Appreciate it.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, we're meeting a few crew.
And we're going to have
Sort
a
of-
nice meeting tonight. Eh?
It gets a bit hard. Like there's a lot of people that I would like to see, and you start running out of time.
Yeah.
Like there's a few guys in Tokyo, which I'm not sure if we're going to get enough time to see them, because this particular trip we're not spending much time in Tokyo this time.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got family and long-term friends, people that we've known I've known it for over 10 years, and Fumiko's known since she was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And so it starts getting a bit hard to how many people you can catch up with.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'd better pull over here for a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna my battery, I think, is gonna die on this thing. I'm gonna wrap this up in order to put it back on the charger. So
Okie dokie.
So hey, this has been fun. We just had kind of an impromptu discussion while we're driving out of the mountains. That was kind of fun. We saw some sights along the way, and hopefully topped out some interesting things. Yeah. All right. Next up, beers with Warma Strat and my
How are
family.
we going for time?
We're doing great on time.
It is beer o'clock.
It is. Yeah, it's getting closing in on that. We have an hour and a half before we're going to meet those guys. I think that's just enough time to meander back into town and find something to do. Excellent. So you want to say?
Sugoi.
How do you not? You'd say good day, mate. Is that only hello?
See you later.
See you later. See you later. Okay.
Catches.
See you later. You want to say ta-ta? From Fumi? Ta-ta. All right. Oh, yeah. Can you do it? Can you do it? Please. Oh, perfect. Okay. With that, and Mick, can you push the stop button? Bye-bye.